What you doing, buddy?
Stuff.
What is it? Show me.
Coloring.
What you coloring?
Picture.
Picture what?
Of Thor. So excited. So excited. I miss staying inside the lines too.
Nice. So nice.
Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan
And Angela.
from RNA Music.
Yay.
Deep in the heart of Texas, that's where we're at.
Canton, Texas.
Canton, Texas. How's it going?
Hopefully good.
Hopefully good. All right. So I'm from the FAQ. This is like number 17, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Well, let's get right to it, all right? On my printouts of questions, we got smart, or Angela got smart, and printed them out so I would stop missing them.
Well, you told me what to do, so.
Well, but you did it. So, all right, I've got a printout. I'm going to read these off. First, I have Mike S4628. Ryan, what's your take, or how do you feel about the trend in the last several years of pre-aging or relicking guitars? I like the look of a vintage, well-loved guitar. I just prefer to get it the old-fashioned way. Some people love it, though. If they wish to do that to their guitar, then I'm not going to tell them they're wrong. Yes, well, that is a trend that's going on, that you can go buy a brand new Relic guitar. My take on it, you know, I don't know. I like a really loved-in guitar as well. My Gibson is a bit like that. It's well worn in certain places.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would take one personally and do stuff to it like that. I mean, I have one guitar that I would like to get the sander to it and do some things to it. Not to just make it look relics, but just to kind of modify it. But I don't know. It doesn't really bother me one way or the other. I've seen some LTDs that are relics already. I think they look kind of cool, actually. But I'm not really bothered. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered, though.
Do I look bothered?
Do I look bothered? Am I bothered? I think it's fine if people want to do it, you know. It doesn't really bug me one way or the other. Some people it really bugs them. But,
yeah.
If it's a cool guitar, it's a cool guitar. And they're all going to get worn anyways.
Yeah.
You know, but that's kind of what I think about it. I've seen some cool ones that I like, but, you know.
There you go.
I'm not bothered either way. So.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
I guess it's all on taste, you know,
Yeah.
what you like. If you want to distress it, make it look more aged because it doesn't, has that, if you don't like that glossy new car look to it, then
it's kind of like going to buy a brand new car and like, let's key this mother.
yeah. You know,
Make it look
take
worn
a baseball bat to that junk.
Make that worn
No,
out.
I mean, you know, it's, I guess it's whatever you, because, you know, girls do that kind of thing. I shouldn't say girls, because there's fellers out there that like to do it too.
Fellers and their guitars.
No, but like to do it to furniture. It's like you buy this piece of furniture, but you want it to look like it's been lived in, not shiny, glossy. So you antique it, and, you know, take a sanding pad in. So I can understand the same idea. So you don't look like this newbie who just brought, you know, cracked open the fresh guitar. You want to look like you've been playing for years, and this guitar's had a weathered look.
Yeah.
You know, you want to have that appearance of that you've been playing, has pick, you know, from the pick guard, pick flicks and stains.
It's
and
kind
stuff.
of faking it a little bit. But you know, on the upside, I
But
think...
some people like that look.
Yeah.
That, just the look of it.
Can they play the guitar?
It's shabby chic.
Shabby chic.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
It's shabby chic.
I think the upside to it, though, is you don't have to worry about scratching it. Like, you get a brand new guitar, and you're like, nobody touched this, I don't want any scratches on it. Well, if you got one that's already sort of raw, who cares if you get scratches, so...
That's true.
And I never thought about that with furniture. That's a real common thing.
Yeah.
And clothes. I got holes all in my jeans.
Yeah, wearing holy jeans. I'm in shorts right now. But yeah, wearing
Leg.
holy jeans. Leg! A little flashy flu. But yeah, I mean, people like that look, that, like, I've been in these. It's been a part of me for a long time. So I can see doing it.
That's interesting. I never, you know, I always just think of as a guitar player. So I appreciate your feedback on. You know what, people do. People do that to other things.
They do it.
I do what you do. All right. Thanks, Mike.
There you
Next,
go.
Big John. Hi, Ryan and Angela.
Hi.
Hi, Big John. Beard. My question is, how many amps do you think you need? And when I talk about amps, I'm only talking about tube amps because solid state amps are the devil. And do you
Tell
think?
us how you feel.
Do you?
All right.
Don't hold back. Let me know.
It's safe.
Do you
here.
think
It's
some amps
safe.
lend themselves better to different types of music more than others? And Ryan, do you have a Hall of Fame amp? You guys have an awesome weekend.
Thanks.
Big John. How many
You
amps
too.
is too many? I don't think you can have too many. I think it's like guitars. You need as many as you need. In a perfect world.
Okay.
Where money's no object.
Okay, there you go.
Where
That was it.
where money's
That's
no
what I was
object.
waiting for.
That's what I meant to
Okay.
say. That's what I meant to say.
No, I don't think really. I mean, if you can afford it and you have different sounds and different, like, people like different brands, and it's just like owning, different purses. You can never have too many purses.
Yeah, there's.
See, this is where you guys you lose the argument for women buying too many purses, especially musicians.
Guitar player guys.
Yeah. Because you can't, it's like,
The right answer is
different brands,
Hey.
and different brands do different things. You have different pockets and you have
And
zippers
they
to
look
cinch, and they look different, and
It's
they're
more about
made,
how they
and the quality will differ by the maker. So
expensive is better too, right?
yes,
Yeah. That,
Michael Kors, Coach,
I don't even know.
whatever.
See, that answer is, hey, honey, I want a new purse. Yeah, baby, whatever you want.
But
And then you
the
go,
thing
hey,
is,
honey,
though,
I'm going to look at this guitar. And you're like,
the thing is, like with a Michael Kors purse or a Coach purse, you could drop $900, $3,000 for one of those bags. I wouldn't do that. I'd go to Marshall's and buy it for like $60. But that's what I'm saying. It's
That's what I
like
do
you
with
could,
guitars.
like a purse, you could spend as much.
okay, back to amps.
I'm just saying, like, there's different kinds. So the answer is like you can't have too many.
No.
Because everybody, there's different, like Orange and like Jet City and Vox and Marshall
There's no real tube amp that's just
Mesa
jack of all trades.
right.
Every amp does have its sort of signature sound. Like Orange amps are very orange, and Marshall amps sound very Marshall, and
Yeah.
Fender sounds very Fender, and you can get some simulators and stuff like that, but nothing really beats the real thing. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty satisfied with having just one or two amps, a couple different ones, but nice ones.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I say get as nice as an amp as you can get, but it's a lot easier to get guitars than it is a big collection of amps. But
Yeah.
so there aren't too many. And amps, I'd kind of answer that. Some amps definitely are suited to certain sounds. You can get a good sound out of any tube amp, a passable sound, but they are definitely, I think, certain ones respond in a certain way that lend them to certain genres. So, Thanks, Big John.
Yeah. Great question.
Yeah, excellent question. Go buy an amp from RNA Music. JB Dude 27, Ryan, question on recording and software. 1. What software and operating system do you use and recommend? Well,
Well,
I use Reaper into an HP laptop with PreSonus Audio Box USB because it works and it's cheap. I recommend, if you can get it and you got the equipment,
yeah.
Pro Tools works great, obviously, but a lot of guys are using Macs and using... Oh, crap, what's the name of it? I forgot. Logic Pro, a lot of guys use that.
Yeah.
If I had a Mac, I'd be using Logic, but I don't. So I use Reaper because it's great and affordable and gets the job done. When recording guitar tracks, amp modeling software such as Guitar Rig or 5 or Line 6, or a real guitar amp and microphone. I think this goes back to Big John's question. I think a real amp with a microphone always gets a better sound. Now, if you don't have money to have a huge collection of amps, software can do a lot these days. But I think when you can, micing up a real amp will always get just that something there that you don't always get from software. So
Yeah.
that's what I think. JB Dude 27.
You're good. It's good. Good question, good answer.
Good question. Next we have Billy McGarrell. Hi,
Hello,
Ryan.
Billy.
Hi, Billy. Hi, Ryan and Angela. Loving the Q&A videos. How about you alternate the background each week from the amps and flag to the guitars? That way everyone is happy and keep up the great work. And I'm looking forward to watching a lot more. Keep up the music alive. Yeah! Yeehaw! Alright, yeah, that's a great suggestion, Billy.
Yeah, thank you.
I think we'll take it. Because today is Flag Day.
Flag.
Yay! Meow meow.
And mew mew.
Flags. Or yeah, we'll probably go to the guitars next week. We'll change it up.
Probably.
We'll change it up.
Probably.
Thanks, Billy. I salute thee. Joe Boxer. Hey, Ryan. Hi, Joe. When will the online store be set up, or is it already set? I think this is like every week somebody asks. It's set up. It's there now. RNA-music.com. Go there. It's not fully populated yet. See, here's the problem. I have an old website from 5 years ago when I started the store. RNAmusiconline.com. You can check it out. I hardly ever look at it anymore. But it's apparently that's the thing that's tagged everywhere on Google. So if you're looking for RNA, you find RNAmusiconline.com. They didn't want to take it down.
Oh.
Yeah. But the new website is where everything is going. The store is up. I don't have it fully populated. It's got some guitars in it right now. Eventually we'll have the t-shirts on that store.
Like the way the t-shirt feels?
I love how this t-shirt feels.
Apparently.
And my pecs are awesome. Ah!
Broke my finger. So hard.
Yeah, so go to rna-music.com and check out the store. We're continually adding stuff to it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
It's a growing process. Continually.
Somebody's going to ask that next week.
Foreverly.
The Mega Bacon.
There you go.
Hi, Mega Bacon.
Hello.
I love the Mega Bacon.
Hello.
In a manly way. As a friend. Anyways, moving on. Ryan and Angela. Star Wars, Star Trek, or Battlestar Galactica? Well, I'm wearing a red shirt.
Expendable.
I'm expendable. Before firing off a quick answer, note that you have to factor in all movies and series in each universe. So by saying Star Wars, you are including episode 1 through 3, Craptasm, and the Holiday Special.
I'll use that word from now on.
And if you say Battlestar Galactica, you have to include the original, the reboot, and Battlestar Galactica 1980. Very simple answer for me, Mega Bacon. Let's start with Angela, though.
Ooh, that's really hard for me. Because as much as I love Star Wars, I can't handle episode 1, 2, and 3. Can't handle it. I don't even watch them. Like, not since they were released, really. I don't think I've watched them maybe a handful of times. Star Trek, yeah, I'm a pretty big Trekkie fan. I like the movies. I watched the original series. We're currently watching Next Generation.
We've been watching Next Generation
on
on Netflix, having a marathon.
What is it? I've never watched Star Trek Voyager, and I was starting that.
I think it's lame.
And Deep Space Nine, I never watched that, and the Enterprise with Scott Bakett.
Scott Baio.
And I haven't. So I guess I'm not a true Trekkie fan. Battlestar Galactica. Oh, the '80s series. I loved it. You know, like some of the characters, some of the '80s characters that crossed over, like Face from the A-Team. He was on Battlestar Galactica. And,
you watched all the new ones, though.
Yes, I watched all the new ones. They were great.
And you watched the spin-off ones. What was it?
No.
About the Cylons?
Yeah. I can't remember. I watched a couple episodes. It wasn't that great. I wasn't intrigued. So I guess I like them all evenly, I would say. Maybe.
You gotta pick one.
No, I don't, because I'm Angela.
A red shirt will die if you don't pick one. It's gonna die anyway.
I have to go with Star Wars. Because currently, like, I'm more invested emotionally in the characters, and I could probably name more characters than any of the other ones.
I love you so much right now.
I would have to go with Star Wars. Because I like the cartoon series that came out, like 2 or 3 of them.
Now, if you
recently, movies.
If you had said Doctor Who, it would have been over. But
Done and done.
Thankfully, you didn't include that. I'm going to go with Star Wars. Yes, the first 3 were terrible.
Yeah.
And it's mostly Hayden Christensen's fault. And George Lucas.
And George Lucas.
I blame George.
I blame George for the fall of the Empire.
Oh my gosh. Because, you know, Liam Neeson is amazing.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor. Amazing.
Amazeballs. Complete Obi-Wan.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Perfect Obi-Wan.
You know, Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
You know, as Mace.
There are some redeeming things about the first 3.
Perfect.
Anakin.
What's her face as Padme?
Yeah, she was not bad.
She did a good job. Considering she had to act against Hayden Christensen.
It's like, here's a brick
wall. She had
wall
to
to
save
act
his
with.
life, exactly. She had to save his life. Yeah.
Where they failed was with their choice of Anakin's and Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, and throwing Jar Jar in.
But if it wasn't for that,
it would have been an amazing.
There were some redeeming things.
Yeah,
but
like Christopher Lee as Count Dooku. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
They had like
that's a great cast, and then they throw these 2 like what?
Now it's pretty important to get
C-listers.
Poor kid.
I know, and we haven't heard from him since.
It's pretty important to get the main character. Like Obi-Wan could, Ewan McGregor should have been Anakin, maybe.
Or no, because he's too sweet.
I don't know.
They had to get someone who can go dark.
Yeah. Now, despite the crap that was the first 3, the originals are so amazing that they sort of overshadow the crap that came.
Yeah.
Now we'll see what Disney does. Hopefully Disney doesn't just destroy it, but they couldn't make it any worse. But I still have to go with Star Wars.
They could make it worse. Jar Jar could have grandkids.
No. Wipe them out. All of them. Thanks, Mega Bacon. Alrighty, the next question on the sheet. What's going on? Is that my phone? Sorry. Next question comes from 94 Dodge Dude.
Yeah.
Hi, 94 Dodge Dude. Kind of like the question from this vid, but if you could have any guitar, either that you do or don't own, in addition to the Gibson, for the rest of your life, and you couldn't have another, what would it be? Also, what amp would you go with? Thanks. Is that your phone?
I guess so. I don't know.
It's dinging out there. It is. It's your messenger going ding, ding. Do you want to get it and mute it, or just let it ding in the background?
No, I'll get it. And mute it. What you got there?
That'd be funny. 94 Dodge Dude. Hi, dude. Dodge. Kind of like the question from this vid, but if you could have any guitar, either that you do or don't own, in addition to the Gibson for the rest of your life, he's talking about my Gibson Explorer, and you couldn't have another, what would it be? Also, what amp to go with it? Thanks. P.S. Guitar wall backdrop and Guitar of the Week vids would be awesome. I need to do Guitar of the Week vids.
Yeah.
Alright, so I get to have my Gibson that I've had forever, and one other guitar, and that's all I get to have. What would it be? Dang. That's a really hard question.
It really is.
That's really, really difficult.
I know what I think you would pick.
What?
The Ocho.
The Ocho. Yeah. If it was from my current collection, it would be the USA Custom Shop Limited Edition, only 8 made, the Ocho Paducano.
Yeah.
So nice.
Yeah. That's what I would think that you would.
Yeah, I would have to. It's definitely the most valuable.
It has the most unique story behind it, I think, of all the guitars.
I'm going to get it real quick. So people know. It would have to be this one.
Nice.
Yeah, for everyone, no, for anybody who hasn't seen this guitar yet, if you've been watching our videos, you've seen this.
Mm-hmm. It's gorgeous.
Oh my Lord, Jesus, help me! It's
beautiful.
Yeah. It's so nice. There's only 13 of these bad boys made. And I have number 8, hence the name, the Ocho.
Yep.
Hands down the nicest guitar I've ever had in my ownership. Certainly. Yeah. The story behind it is awesome. And it's just a stinking awesome
Is it awesome?
guitar. It's awesome.
Are you sure?
It's pretty dang awesome. So yeah, if I could only have 2 guitars from my collection. If it's from my collection, it would have to be the Ocho. I mean, it just has to be.
And your Gib.
Yeah. Now, if it was any guitar ever, that makes it a lot harder.
That's
but
different.
I've always wanted a 1975 Les Paul Custom in the red that matches my Gibson.
Yeah, he's mentioned that quite a few times.
Because I was born in 1975, and I thought it'd be cool to have a guitar from the year I was born. And from the year I was born,
Yeah, I'd like to have a 78 guitar.
it would have to be a 75 Les
That'd
Paul
be
Custom.
fun.
It would be cool. I have to track one down.
Yeah, we talked about that before, having a guitar for each year, like all 4 of us, and even our boys were made. You know, we've talked about that. So
I need a 2000 and a 2005. Preferably something U.S. made is what I want. But yeah, it would have to be this. Actually, it would have to be this because those are kind of the conditions upon which it was delivered into my custody.
yes,
I could never part with it.
yes,
So that's even easier.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, solve that problem.
Solved it right quick and in a hurry.
Yeah, thanks 94 Dodge dude.
Yeah,
Thanks,
good question. Awesome.
All right, I'm just gonna hold this here lovingly and gently as we answer questions.
Yeah, we're almost wrapped up.
Okay. Jimmy Glover asks, "Hi Ryan and
Hi,
Angela,
Jimmy.
great videos by the way."
Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Very kind of you. As I have returned to playing guitar again, mediocrely. That's a great. After years of not playing, I'm amazed at all the changes in equipment and was curious as to your opinion about boutique stuff, amps, pedals, etc. Is it really worth paying $250 for a handmade pedal or Lord knows what for an amp? Or is it just more a status thing? Look what I have and you don't, you loser. Harsh.
Nicely put.
Harsh. Especially for the hobbyist or part-time player. Since we can't leave Angela out, here's a non-music question. Such a gentleman.
I know. Thank you.
Classy, Jimmy. If you could be any Disney character, who would you be?
You first.
Me first? So let you think.
Yeah, that's a hard question.
Boutique stuff? You know, I think there's a balance. I think there are dudes who buy the stuff just because they can, and it's like they refer to it as FU money because they can. And sometimes it's a status thing. Check out how many things I've got. I think there are dudes out there like that, probably.
Yeah.
But I also think, you know, with some gear, it depends. Like, I've got a boutique overdrive pedal, and that wasn't very super expensive. I mean, it's not one of those like $500 overdrives. From my buddy in England, Green Carrot Pedals. It's really, really nice. I like it. But also, it's not super expensive though either.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, most of the time in life, you get what you pay for. I mean, I'd say 99% of the time, you get what you pay for.
Oh yeah.
I think there is a point of diminishing returns, though. I mean, once you're looking at $2,000 for a guitar, Robert Baker.
Whose phone's ringing now?
It's not. It's Robert Baker messaging me. Hush, Robert. Sorry. I got on to Angela because her girly girls were messaging her in our videos. Thanks, Robert.
Yes, thank you, Robert.
Where was I?
About the purchasing.
Oh, I think there's a point after, you know, once you get to a certain price point, pretty much most guitars are going to play well. You know, once you get to $1,500, $2,000, you know, I don't think a $4,000
That too.
I don't think a $4,000 guitar is going to play twice as good as a $2,000 guitar. But it's just kind of a collector's thing, so. Now, I don't begrudge anybody who has a swanky guitar. This maybe would classify as slightly, excessive.
It's pretty though.
Yeah, it's pretty. But, I don't think it's necessary. Like, to enjoy playing and creating music and to get a good sound, I don't think you have to buy that stuff. You can get a really, really good sound with sort of middle-of-the-road gear.
Yeah.
So, but there is certain boutique stuff that has a certain sound and a certain feel to it. And that feel may or may not be tangible to me, but it might be tangible to the guy who buys it. So, I think you're always in a good position to buy as high quality stuff as you can afford within your personal budget, whatever that budget is, and you'll get some good stuff. But at the end of the day, it's just about playing music.
I agree.
If you have swanky stuff but you can't play very well, or you don't enjoy playing, maybe not playing very well is not a good example. But if you have some swanky stuff but you don't enjoy playing, it doesn't really matter. And if you have cheap stuff and you just really get a kick out of playing guitar and you're having a good time, that's all that really matters to me. So I don't know if that answered the question or not, but
I think it did.
If you could be any Disney princess besides Princess Leia, who would be?
Princess character, he said, not princess.
Oh, that's right.
You sexist.
Sorry, you're such a girl though.
I don't know. That's a vast question because there's so many throughout the years. I mean, character. I don't know, because so many of them die. All the princesses are needy. There's not really like a strong character that didn't like meet a either horrible end or Maleficent.
She died.
Not in the new one. No, not in the new movie. Spoilers.
Okay.
Spoilers.
Uh-oh.
Spoilers.
Sorry.
Spoiler alert.
Not the classic Maleficent, but the modern day Maleficent.
Yeah, the mistress of all evil.
Angelina Jolie Maleficent?
Yeah, Angelina Jolie, because she had wings. She has wings.
Yeah, and your name's Angela, which means angel, which has wings. So I can see that.
Fits.
You're
she
tough as
was
nails.
an elf. She was like a woodland creature. And she
like
had,
Tinkerbell.
She had magical powers, but she's good. So probably Maleficent. Is that too dark? Yeah, I'm not a big Disney princess fan. I always like the villains. Does that say something about my psyche? I don't know.
You're tough as nails. You're hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah, Maleficent. I would say. Yeah, because I really like her character.
I haven't seen that movie.
Even the evil one.
She was pretty classy, though.
She was.
She reminds me of your grandma.
She had a cane, like a pimp, and she strolled up in there. She was like,
and she turned into a wicked sweet dragon.
Yeah, and a ball of fire. And
Skyrim.
she was like,
I'm going to tell your mom you want to be a witch.
Yes, listen up, all of you. I love that. I love Maleficent. I love her. She's one of my favorite Disney characters, actually.
That could be the name of your band.
Yeah, for last week's video, I could call him Maleficent.
It would be heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It would.
There you go. Thanks, Jimmy. I'm slightly scared now. Alrighty. Alright, next. Adam Lamar. Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
Nagadoches, Axum Jacks.
Yeah, come back and visit so you can have that Jerry's. He said he missed it.
Yeah, you gotta get some Jerry's, dude. Come on back whenever you want to, man. If you had to choose one, would you rather play in a band that specialized in your least favorite genre or not play music at all?
What is your least favorite genre?
My least favorite genre. I don't want to offend anyone. I don't know.
It's not like you hate it. It's just your least favorite. So it is actually a favorite. It's just the least of your
least of my favorites.
Yeah. So it's not like you hate it. He didn't say, what is one genre that you hate that you'd have to listen to? It's just your least favorite. If you had to rank them all.
I would probably say country. I'm not a big fan of country music. There is some that I enjoy, however. I mean, it's like I don't hate country music.
Blake Shelton.
That was actually a fun song to play.
Before we
that was actually kind of fun and catchy.
Yeah.
If I had to choose, because I've played in a hip hop band.
Yes.
Where we had a rapper and a singer, and I was the drummer. So I definitely did not hate that. It was fun. And I've played in jazz bands.
Yes.
I've played in jazz bands as a drummer.
Mm-hmm.
Played some funk stuff. I liked that. Probably country would be the least one that I would choose. Which coincidentally enough, country is generally the highest paying gig.
Especially right here.
I would play it. Absolutely. If it was a choice between having to play country and not playing at all, I'd play country. Because I don't hate it that bad. Mm-hmm. I even have my metal drummer student, Brianna, who's amazing, who loves the metals. I'm like, hey, you need to learn some country stuff because, hey, if somebody calls you up for a gig, I need a drummer tonight. Pay you $200 to come play some country tonight. How about that?
And the accent changes like that. I'm talking about, see, that would be offensive.
To who?
Not all country people talk like that. We're country.
We're
from the country.
We're country. We're not rednecks.
Oh, no, we're not rednecks. That's not the
there's
same
a difference.
thing.
There's a difference between country and redneck.
Yeah.
I will say that. Redneck music.
What is redneck music?
The bro country.
I guess.
I don't know. There's so many subgenres of country now. I would play country, especially if they're paying me. Absolutely, I play country right now. Someone called and said, "Hey, I need somebody to come play tonight. It's $50." I'm like, "Come on."
Right now.
Right now, I will play some country right now if there's money involved.
Yeah, I'd sing country.
Yeah.
I would. Mm-hmm. I guess out of all the things that if I would pick, because I don't think I have any country music at all, like on my iPod, iPad, any of
what's
my
that
players.
chick? What's the singer that all the little girls who play guitar want to?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift.
She's
We
not
always
really
get
country.
Yes, she is. Miranda Lambert. I mean, she goes pop, but she started off country. Carrie Underwood. Those are the three that we always get the most. And for the boys, it's always Blake Shelton.
I have a Blake Shelton song on my iPad because I had to teach it to a student.
Brad Paisley.
Brad Paisley's amazing.
Yeah. No, when we're saying requests for kids that play it around here. But no, I mean, out of all the music that I own, I don't think I own any country music at all. Yeah. And if I do, it's because some of my vocalists want to learn it. That's not because I actually wanted to buy it.
I like Brad Paisley and I like Johnny Hyland.
But if I did, I like old school stuff like Loretta Lynn and...
Yeah. I grew up listening to Willie Nelson and
Johnny
Dolly
Cash
Parton.
and Dolly Parton. And I'd rather listen to them, even Hank Williams.
Kick off your shoes and then throw them on the floor. What's that rest go?
I don't know.
Louisiana Saturday night.
That's like 90s, late 80s.
No, that's
90s.
80s.
Late 80s.
I don't remember.
I'm talking about 60s.
Old school.
And early 80s, hee-haw.
Outlaw country.
But yeah, I'd bust out some Patsy Cline any day.
I would do it all for the Benjamins.
Mm-hmm. Music is a part of life. I wouldn't get rid of it just because I didn't like the genre.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Great question, Adam. Thank you so much. I salute thee in your riffage. All right, I think we're down to the last question. Is it the last? Yep.
Yes,
okay.
It is.
J Metal King 1.
There you go.
Yeah, the metal. Hi, Ron and Angela. Thanks for another enjoyable 30 minutes of video to kickstart my weekend. Question.
It'll be longer this time.
Yeah, we have less questions this time, but we talked longer. I'm sorry. I watch a lot of gear reviews and also read Guitarist Magazine every month. Dude, I've got 25 years of Guitar World magazines over there. Not right there, but over there.
Yeah.
So many effects pedals and multi-effects all sound the same to my untrained ear. Is it untrained, or am I just being sucked in by clever marketing and hype? Maybe I/we should all learn to play the dang guitar first before spending money on products that in most cases can only be used to cover our lack of talent. Your thoughts on this, please. Man. Good question, dude. So much.
That's a ponderer ring.
Music
questioning.
Business, and when it comes to gear, people talk about the record industry and recording music and getting out there and how that industry makes money.
Yeah.
And that's just part of music business. Then you have the gear side of stuff. And everything has got hype to it. You couldn't, it's marketing.
Yeah.
You couldn't sell stuff. I don't think you have an untrained ear. You've been hearing since birth. So the human ear is pretty amazing. I think there are a lot of, talking about pedals and stuff, I think there are a lot of, it's a spider.
Yes.
String.
Like I would be touching it.
Because you'd save me. I think an overdrive is an overdrive is an overdrive. Sort of. I don't know. There are differences.
It's the same, but no.
Like I've got 3 different overdrive pedals over here. 2 kind of boutique-y ones and 1 mass-produced one. And they do all sound slightly different.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are differences out there in gear. Some stiff. I'm stifled.
Sure.
Some stuff is maybe probably overhyped a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
That's just the nature of the business. You got to have an angle to get someone to buy your gear as opposed to someone else's gear. Yeah, I think above all, it goes back to my question about boutique stuff is like, hey, at the end of the day, can you sit down with your guitar and create some music or enjoy playing someone else's music?
And like the way it sounds.
Yeah, and be happy with it,
happy with it.
There's a never-ending search for the new gear and to make
yeah.
you sound better. So sometimes you
all
just
the time.
need to be satisfied with what you got. But
Yeah.
there is a lot of clever marketing and hype out there. It is true.
Yeah, but that's with anything.
But that's with everything, yeah. And some of it is backed up, Some of it is
legit.
Lives up to the hype.
Yeah.
Some stuff doesn't. I think when you're watching YouTube videos and listening to gear on YouTube, I think that's a very weak medium for testing gear because even if I use an awesome microphone and all that sort of stuff, the audio gets compressed through YouTube's stuff and you're watching it on a computer. Yeah, through computer speakers or, through a phone or something. And I think the best way to judge gear is in person. Plug it into an amp that you like and test it out in person and you'll definitely find more valuable information that way. So, yeah, that's a tough one to answer.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if I answered it very well, dude. But there's a lot of hype in marketing.
Yeah.
Your ear's probably more trained than you think. But always test gear in person if you can. I think that's the best way to check out gear. So that's it for this week's FAQ Friday.
FAQ.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Oh, before we leave,
Friday.
so this is a prototype red RNA Music shirt I had made.
Here's the Vanna White for John Piz.
John Piz. Yeah. I only have 2 of these. One for me, one for my son. And a lot of people have been commenting on Facebook, hey, I love the red.
Yeah.
Are you going to make them?
We got a lot of red.
Yeah, we'll make them available if people want them. If nobody wants them, then obviously we won't. But what we might do is do a partnership of some kind. This was a suggestion by John Piz, incidentally enough.
Yeah.
My D'Addario rep. Yeah, John Piz suggested we do some type of charity thing involving the red shirts. And I think we're going to possibly do that. We have friends and actually have a student, young lady, piano student, who has had some heart issues, situations, and had to have surgeries. And some friends of ours, their little girl was born with some heart issues.
Yeah.
And so what's it called?
It's HLHS.
HLHS.
Yes.
And we've done a few things with them before to bring awareness to heart disease, heart issues,
heart defects.
heart defects for children particularly. So we might do this. You guys leave us a comment below that we might make these red shirts. We'll probably sell them for maybe $25. But we'll do a big portion of the profit. We will donate to research for.
Yes, it will go towards the Heart Foundation.
The Heart Foundation.
Kids.
For kids, yes. So let us know what you think. Let us know if you like the red shirts, and how would you feel about buying one. And some of the profit, not all of it, but a big chunk of the profit we will give to heart research for children.
Yeah, and on Fridays, wear a red shirt to help support children with heart defects and heart disease. So,
yeah. We'll try to put some links in the description about that if I can find them. So, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate your questions. Leave us some questions below for next week.
Yay,
next week, which will be number like 18.
Yeah, number 18.
So,
it's crazy.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. All right. We love all you guys and girls out there. Thank you for your support of a small mom and pop shop deep in the heart of Texas. Keeps the music alive. All right. I need some colors.